The Armenian Communications Department of the Galus Gulbenkian Foundation launched a week-long social media campaign on how do we create new ways of being Armenian in the 21st century. This transnational discussion was the natural continuation of the Armenians in 2115 Strategic Directions of the 21st Century report, the outcome of a seminar organized in Lisbon for the global Armenian leadership in 2014. On January 26, the campaign concluded with the official launch of the report in English and in Armenian, as well as a public discussion in 3 cities simultaneously, London, Yerevan, and Los Angeles. Panelists and audiences at the London School of Economics, the American University of Armenia, and the University of Southern California communicated in real time through webcasting. The event was also streamed online for a global audience to follow and submit questions. The main focus of discussion was reaching a sustainable national approach with creative and forward-looking strategies to address the sense of impasse among Armenians both in Armenia and the diaspora. As Rafi Ardalyan from the Los Angeles panel pointed out, these discussions are about the hybrid partnerships that solve problems governments alone cannot solve. The hardware exists, we need to work on the software of our transnation. To put the future of Armenia and Armenians into perspective in relation to the world, the Armenians in 2115 report had outlined 5 possible international developments affecting Armenians. The discussions involved around what to do if Russia's influence over Armenia increases, if democratic developments in Turkey increase, stall, or reverse, if war erupts between Armenia and Azerbaijan, if war in the Middle East continues and new political entities emerge, if the European Union remains in crisis or recovers in the foreseeable future. The panelists in London, Yerevan, and Los Angeles answered questions from the audiences and the online followers.
I thought the event today was particularly significant for 3 main reasons. Firstly, the fact that there is even an attempt to look at Armenian issues in this holistic manner, in a way that tries to bring in multiple stakeholders, giving them all a voice, and even the sort of research scholarly element that has been given to this undertaking is very, very encouraging. Somebody mentioned in the event that this is a long time coming. This should have happened in 1991 to have a kind of approach that's so systematic. Secondly, I thought the format was telling in its own way. The fact that there is an Armenian population concerned with Armenian issues, of course, here in Armenia, but in Southern California, in the UK. This is, of course, something that we take for granted, but it is in reality a very special thing. And we can add to those list of cities, not just Yerevan, LA, and London. And finally, I would like to repeat something a participant said. The fact that this event was taking place in English is likewise telling in its own way. One of the messages of the report is that the Armenians have become a global people, a trans nation, and that English has, for the moment, become the means of communication across borders and across cultures is itself also significant.
In Yerevan, the large part of the discussion concentrated on Armenia-diaspora relations, the need to overcome the mutual idealization of Armenia by the diaspora and the other way around, the need to open safe channels to be used as tunnels to Armenia, the benefits of approaching Armenia and Armenianness as a transcontinental joint company. The more components you have, the higher the stocks. The benefits of having a think tank or a network of think tanks to study and address issues of Armenians globally, and how to match collective skills to collective challenges.
Well, I think it was a very interesting event. I think it was a timely discussion. The topic was very timely. Interesting viewpoints, very different, very difficult conversation because there's no target, so it's not really easy to figure out how the topics and the intermingle and merge. A couple of things of caution. I think that the event was done almost 14-15 months ago, so much changed that a lot of times some of the topics were irrelevant. But the analysis, I had the opportunity, it was released the report the day before, so I had the chance to read the report, and a lot of it was spot on, very astute thinking of the way things are doing. The big problem is how do you go forward? We can analyze for a long time, At the end of the day, we have to see results, and to see results, it's action on the ground that can happen. Yes, it is the fixing the schools, the education system, opening factories, production facilities. These are the ones. Economic growth is what's going to propel. If we don't have economic growth, we can work as much as we like. So we have to make sure that the foundation in Armenia for economic growth is done on a regular basis. So it's very important to do that. Yeah, so.